an iconic global center that has inspired the world with its brilliant architecture, movies, and art. Also known as the Big Apple, New York is well known for its magnificent skyscrapers, Broadway shows, and beautiful landmarks, making it the perfect destination for travelers from all over. Las Vegas, a place that brings neon signboards, iconic hotels, and the legendary casinos to our minds. For the ultimate, no-limits entertainment trip, there is hardly any place in the world that comes close to Vegas. The city's bright skyline, the super luxury hotels and resorts, the world-famous casino, and the even more world-famous nightclubs coupled with the supremely extravagant atmosphere of the Las Vegas Strip make a visit to Las Vegas unlike no other. Some of the world's greatest hotels, the Bellagio, the Venetian, the MGM Grand, the Wynn Las Vegas, are all located on a single stretch of road called the Strip, the Las Vegas you see in movies and TV shows. The other super famous area of Vegas is downtown, which quite like the Strip is beautifully lit up the entire time, except for the light and sound show in the Fremont Street Experience on a curved lead roof stretching over the entire promenade. From Titanic Artifact Exhibition, Mob Museum, to the stunning views of Keystone Thrust and Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area, Las Vegas has everything from historical places to modern businesses. Los Angeles is the hub of all activities on the famous west coast of the United States. It is the second largest city in the country and one of the US's prime tourist cities. Home to the world-famous Hollywood entertainment industry, Los Angeles has become a huge tourist destination. It is a great center of sports, performance arts, cultures, adventure, and this vibrant atmosphere can be witnessed as you visit this wonderful metropolis. San Francisco is one of the most important cities on the West Coast and all of the United States. It has been a major tourist destination since the 1960s thanks to its wide array of attractions, the iconic Golden Gate Bridge, fantastic views of the San Francisco Bay, and brilliant summer weather. A trip to San Francisco is an absolute delight. The vibrant and energetic city holds a plethora of activities and attractions which will keep you busy throughout your time there. It's a favorite destination especially during the summers, due to its warm and pleasant temperatures. The city has a great amalgamation of cultures and is not short on entertainment options either. San Francisco's most iconic landmark is perhaps the Golden Gate Bridge, covering the width of the San Francisco Bay and of Home to serene white sand beaches, San Diego is popularly called America's finest city. San Diego is the second largest city in California, while it ranks number 8 in the list of the largest cities in the United States. With incredible weather conditions throughout the year and over 60 beaches, the sunny and warm San Diego is perfect to travel to throughout the year. In addition to its relaxed beach vibes, San Diego also offers entertainment, informative tours and historical sightseeing for tourists and locals. There are several museums, theme parks, historic parks and monuments which make this city a perfect destination for a pleasant holiday. The most popular attractions in the city include Balboa Park, San Diego Zoo, SeaWorld, Gaslamp Quarter and the Cabrillo National Monument. Miami is a seaport city famous for its beaches and nightlife. This vibrant town is also referred to as the cruise capital of the world, with cruise ships from all over docking at Port Miami. Many large companies and corporate houses have its headquarters in Miami, making it one of the top financial, entertainment, arts and media hub in the States. Other tourist destinations offer something for everyone, while Miami offers multiple options for everyone, from the trendy nightlife of the South Beach to the bustle of Cal Oco and the highly energetic Little Havana. The plush hotels of Miami Beach, the hideaways of Coral Gables, seemingly endless shopping opportunities, the lures of deep-sea fishing and golf and tennis. From the boat shows and auto racing to the amazing art festivals and wine extravaganzas, the thriving city of Miami offers a The capital of United States, Washington, D.C. is a legatee of neoclassic beauty. A city which is not only famous for its museums and monuments, but also for the cultural style it embosses with its nightlife, performing art venues and trendy shops. Washington, D.C. is the lifeline of the US federal government. Name it, and you'll find it here, be it history, culture and art. There are over 100 museums and monuments to keep you engaged and on your feet, other than the most popular White House and the Capitol building. Washington has got a buoyant nightlife, appetizing dining experiences, animated neighborhoods and the most interesting art galleries, other than the landmark sites depicting vintage assets and narrating the tales of bygone times. Located across 3 states, the Yellowstone National Park is one of the most popular national parks in North America and also the world. The UNESCO World Heritage Site is known mostly for its several thousand geothermal features, stunning views, and the vast array of flora and fauna which are found here. The Yellowstone Park is a feature on nearly 3 million itineraries every single year. It has become a top holiday destination in the US and during the on-season is quite crowded. The geyser basin in the park will get you acquainted to erupting geysers and captivating hot springs. The unusual growth of bacteria in the mineral-rich surfaces around these features makes for some brilliant and colorful sights, like the breathtaking Grand Prismatic Spring. And then you have the huge collection of geysers, such as the famous Old Faithful, erupting regularly at short intervals, and the Grand Canyon in the park is also one of the most amazing sights. Complete with its upper and lower waterfalls, there are several points along the canyon where you will find yourself just admiring the magnificent views. And of course, Then there is the pristine Yellowstone Lake, the origin point of the Yellowstone River and another supremely beautiful location, justified only by a boat tour to absorb the serene atmosphere. A few days here at the Yellowstone National Park will definitely give. Seattle is the largest city in both the state of Washington and the Pacific Northwest region of North America. The city has thousands of acres worth of green spaces and parks, making the city a perfect mix of a concrete jungle and beautiful greenery. Seattle is the third largest port in North America. Apart from the Space Needle, Seattle is also known to be the birthplace of Amazon and also has the very first Starbucks, which was built in 1971. Seattle, Washington, has a left coast vibe with a high-tech spin. The top attractions on your Seattle to-do list must be the stunning Central Public Library for some iconic architecture, Pike Place Market for a pleasant Sunday out shopping and dining, the Space Needle for the best views of the city and more. Well known for its rain, Seattle, Washington is a city sandwiched between the salt water of Puget Sound and the fresh water of Lake Washington. To the north is the Canadian province of British Columbia. To the west are the Olympic Mountains, to the east the Cascade Range including just off to the southeast is Mount Rainier, the highest peak in the Cascades, and easily visible on a clear day from Seattle. All this fantastic geography makes Seattle the perfect postcard town to visit. Puerto Rico is undoubtedly one of the most enchanting places with the beautiful Caribbean beaches, the amazing island landscapes, the underwater experiences, and the rich Caribbean culture. Though Puerto Rico is technically a territory of the United States, the atmosphere of the Caribbean is abundant all over the island. The lively environment in the capital city of San Juan coupled with the ultimate soothing experiences in the islands nearby makes it the perfect combination of all things good. Third largest city in the United States, Chicago is a metropolitan situated in the state Illinois. Beautified with the outlining freshwater Lake Michigan, the Windy City is known for its diverse and lively neighborhoods. With a population of more than 3 million people, Chicago is a city full of life. Be it music, art, comedy, or architecture, the city never fails to disappoint. The high skylines and blue fresh waters of Lake Michigan are the ornamental prides of Chicago. Sandy beaches, distinctive museums, extraordinary parks, diversified neighborhoods, enthralling house music, lip-smacking dishes and upscale shopping are just few of Chicago's treasures. There is a lot to do in this vibrant city, and chances are that you'd want to stay a little longer. Hawaii's capital, Honolulu, is the most vibrant city of Oahu, with most of the population of the state living here. The city is a hub of historic landmarks, popular shopping centers, arts and culture scenes. It's also a major hub for international business and military defense, famously being host to a diverse variety of East-West and Pacific culture, cuisine, and traditions. Honolulu is the state capital and the most populous city of the United States of Hawaii. Honolulu is on the island of Oahu, which is the main gateway to Hawaii and also a port to the US. Honolulu means sheltered harbor or calm port. The old name is said to be Kou, a district roughly encompassing the area from Nuyanu Avenue to Alakia Street and from Hotel Street to Queen Street, which is the heart of the present downtown district. Honolulu is the most remote city of its size in the world and is both the westernmost and the southernmost major US city. Boston is the largest city in Massachusetts, the testifier of the American Revolution and an international hub for education. Boston takes pride in its rich history and is counted as one of the oldest cities in America. Popularly known as Beantown, the name that's originated from Boston baked beans, a dish that was created during the colonial times. Boston is a walkable city accommodating exciting neighborhoods, Red Sox fans and some vintage streets with cobblestones pavements. You can either take a stroll in the legendary times around Freedom Trail, stock up your knowledge banks by visiting museums, or simply walk on the Charles River Esplanade. The New England-style cuisine is going to impress your taste buds anyway, so keep your nostrils active for some fresh aromas. If you want to take a break from historic expeditions, you can head to Boston's Public Garden, Franklin Park Zoo or the New England Aquarium. Thriving in the arts and culture department, Dallas is the new hipster hub with its many arts districts and museums. The city has a bitter brush-in with history by being the city where John F. Kennedy was assassinated in 1963, and the site is memorialized at the Dealey Plaza with the exact spot marked with an X. On an added note, it is also the largest city in the Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan. The city's prominence arose from its historical significance as the center for the oil and cotton industry, and its position along numerous railroad lines. Currently, Dallas has museums aplenty with the cultural scene just growing endlessly. Visit Beef Elm for its murals, art installations, and the blues and indie music pit stop one has to make when in Dallas. Make a weekend of it and explore the other popular creative hubs here by visiting the Dallas Arts District, the center of performing and visual arts, and Bishop Arts District, the city's most independent neighborhood. The city may be big, but the food in Dallas comes in portions and sizes one can't even imagine. Explore the vibrant and bold food culture of the city for a culinary experience you'd not want to miss. To make things a bit exciting, try the many food challenges in Dallas like the monstrous 7-pound burger at Kenny's Burger Joint in Plano in an hour, or a giant 20-scoop mountain of ice cream, the Mount Hypnotic at Hypnotic Emporium on Garland Road. Challenge the beautiful city of Dallas to a great time. Orlando welcomes more than 52 million visitors every year, and that's enough to define its popularity all over the world. The star of Orlando is the famous Walt Disney World, which is situated 18 miles south in Lake Buena Vista. The county seat of Orange County, Orlando is known as the theme park capital of the world as it is home to 10 of the biggest theme parks in the States. Just like its nickname, The city beautiful Orlando takes pride in its stunning landscapes with cultural attractions, Lake Eola and surrounding theme parks. The list of theme parks doesn't end at Disney and Universal though. Some other amazing parks include SeaWorld, Gatorland and Legoland, Florida. Most of the theme parks are located around Orlando's city limits. There is more to Orlando than theme parks too. The many museums, parks and activities there are sure to keep you busy if them parks aren't your cup of tea. You can even go for a zipline safari into the Forever Florida, which is a wildlife conservation area. Sites like John Kennedy Space Center and Loch Haven Park are totally worth a visit.
Maryland's largest city, Baltimore, is the 30th most populous city in the US, which is also the largest independent city. Earlier crowned as a city with high crime rates, Baltimore has now emerged as a city rich in history and culture. Lying just 40 miles away from Washington, there is a lot to explore and enjoy in Baltimore, from interesting museums and historic sites to shopping districts and live jazz music, and of course the harbor. Bummer to the locals, the charming city is one of the most historically significant cities in the United States. Baltimore is home to African Americans, more than half a dozen museums, the popular Fort McHenry, the original Washington Monument, and Edgar Allan Poe. The Inner Bay is the most visited spot in the city, which showcases a couple of museums, an aquarium, and some historic ships along the Chesapeake Bay. Baltimore has some exceptional art collections, vibrant neighborhoods. Bummer to the locals, the charming city is one of the most historically significant cities in the United States. Baltimore is home to African Americans, more than half a dozen museums, the popular Fort McHenry, the original Washington Monument, and Edgar Allan Poe. The Inner Bay is the most visited spot in the city, which showcases a couple of museums, an aquarium, and some historic ships along the Chesapeake Bay. Baltimore has some exceptional art collections, vibrant neighborhoods. Maui serves as the best combination of the ocean and hilltops. One of the best ways to experience Maui is the return journey from Kahului, Lau Valley, central Maui, where the airport is located and where most of the tourists stay, on the Hana Highway. 600 turns, driving along the coastline of this massive island, and splendid weather forces you to continue this journey. The Sunri Se at Haleakala Volcano Summit, the world's largest dormant volcano peak, is once in a lifetime experience. Bonus, experience the best of this by paragliding here. In addition to this, snorkeling in the day and cocktail cruise in the evening is the pride of Maui. It is a dream package, ideal for splurges as well as budget travelers. Cobblestone streets, horse-drawn carriages, and centuries-old mansions, Charleston owns all the props for a classic vintage picture. This port city's beauty shuffles different shades throughout the year, making Charleston a destination with a unique, mesmerizing allure every time you visit here. Charleston is a city every vintage lover dreams to live in. River banks, plantations, upscale dining, crafty eateries, old-style mansions. Historic sites, adorable beaches, and picturesque churches, you can never get enough from Charleston. In spite of unfortunate nuisances caused by wars, fires, and natural disasters in the past, this lovely city has managed to retain the antique treasures of its timeless beauty. The emerging tourism from all over the world has thrived countless new upscale restaurants, salons, art galleries, boutiques, breweries, and whatnot. Even after being added to the list of modern cities, Charleston happily. The US Virgin Islands or USVI are a group of islands in the Caribbean. The islands are geographically part of the Virgin Islands archipelago and are located in the Leeward Islands of the Lesser Antilles. The USVI consist of the main islands of St. Croix, St. John, and St. Thomas, and many other surrounding minor islands. St. Thomas is an exotic island in a modern jungle, popular for its diving and amazing restaurants. Although in the US, the locals are diverse and one can find delicious one-of-a-kind delicacies here. Do note that the USVI is a left-side drive nation. US locals do not need a passport when entering, but it is recommended as valid identification. The territory's capital is Charlotte-Amalie on the island of St. Thomas. The US Virgin Islands are in the Atlantic Ocean, about 60 kilometers east of Puerto Rico and immediately west of the British Virgin Islands. The combined land area of the islands is roughly twice the size of Washington, D.C. Most of the islands, including St. Thomas, are volcanic in origin and hilly. The highest point is Crown Mountain, St. Thomas at 2,100 feet above sea level. This spot is perfect to hike to and also, the mountain top gives visitors the best views of the islands. St. Croix, the largest of the US Virgin Islands, lies to the south and has a flatter terrain. The US Virgin Islands lie on the boundary of the North American Plate and the Caribbean Plate. Natural hazards include earthquakes and tropical cyclones. Houston is the fourth largest city of the USA, a grand, cosmopolitan city in the state of Texas. It is famous worldwide for being home to the Space Center Houston, the visitor center for the Johnson Space Center, one of NASA's astronaut training and flight control complexes. The Houston Zoo, with over 6,000 species, is America's second most popular zoo, ranking behind the famous San Diego Zoo.